Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie is After Yang. So it's a Showtime movie. Just happened to be in Showtime watching Billions or something like that, and I saw After Yang, and it's only an hour and 36 minutes long, so it's perfect. Essentially, I guess, no, maybe I was watching A Green Knight. Whatever, because that just came up. Anyway, it's in the near future, and this family starts to reckons with questions of love, connection, and loss after their AI helper breaks down. I don't know. But 6.7 on IMDb, only 2,435 people have rated it so far. As I mentioned, it's on Showtime, and Colin Farrell is in it. Other than that, I don't recognize anybody, but let's get into it. I'll find out what it's about, give you a better idea, let you know what I think. Stick around, I'll be back. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in here. We're watching After Yang. We're at the 53-minute, 38 second mark. 83 seconds. Anyway, so far good. I'm surprised it's this far along, to be honest with you. I expected it. I was thinking it wasn't even halfway done. We're over halfway. There's 42 minutes left, so it went pretty quick. But although I do feel it's slow moving. I don't know. But it's farther along, so that's crazy. Anyway, so like it says, this family of three has an AI sibling. Basically, you know, like a helper around the house. And Yang, helps raise their daughter. Their daughter's younger, old enough to go to school. So 5 or 6, she seems, maybe 7, I don't know. But something happens to Yang, and he breaks down and no longer works. Now, I think one of the funniest thing is in the beginning, they're like, okay, now what do we do? I have to, they have this discussion. Him and his wife, Colin Farrell, and his wife are having a discussion on what to do with him, like now that he's broken. Well, he's still under warranty. And this is what cracked me up, because working for work and stuff like that, but even everyday stuff, right? We all do this now. He's under warranty, but we didn't buy it direct from the AI shop. We bought it through a subsidiary or something, a authorized dealer, if you will, and the warranty's through them. Well, that store is no longer there. Like, okay, well, how do we get this guy fixed? And then it turns into the discussion, well, you bought him used. Well, he wasn't used, he was refurbished. Well, not refurbished, he was certified refurbished, right? And they're like, I saved so much money by doing this. This is all right in the beginning. It was just cracking me up, because these are conversations I have all the time. You see these things out there, phones, laptops, you anything, and you could buy something certified refurbished, but somebody else owned it. There could be something wrong with it. It's not as good as new. New's a lot more expensive. It comes with the new warranty. Do you buy it direct? Do you get to buy it through somebody else? Because buying it direct, you're getting right from the manufacturer and blah, 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 blah. All that kind of stuff. It struck me. Anyway, outside of that, he's now trying to get Yang fixed. So he's jumping around to different shops that will fix the AI thing. And ultimately, what happens is they find a cube, and the cube, at first they think it's something to spy on them, but it's an access to his memories. So he's now able to access everything that Yang was seeing and recording throughout his entire life, even prior to him being owned by the family. So I won't go into any more detail than that, but one thing, Colin Farrell becomes closer because he's seeing how Yang is interacting with him and his family and stuff like that. So it's a lot of emotions coming back and that kind of thing. But there's more to it than that. So, sorry, that's my back scratcher. If you don't have one of these, get one. Bamboo doesn't break and gets the spots. I can't. Alright, that's enough of that commercial. I'll get back to the review here, or the movie. The review's over. Not over, but oh my gosh, I'm fumbling. I'll be back in a bit. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of After Yang, and I have to say, I've got some mixed emotions about this film. But let me first share with you some interesting. I thought one of the things that was pretty interesting, set in the near future, right? I mean, that's why we're talking about AI bots and stuff like that. And it was when they would go somewhere and travel, they'd get in a car or some kind of transportation vessel, which I thought was the car or whatever, but you would never see who's driving it or how. You only got like a glimpse of like what you would think of as a back seat, and that's where everybody sat. They didn't drive or anything like that. They didn't talk to a driver. They just got from point A to point B safely all the time, whenever this was happening. So I thought that was a neat thing to see because, you know, the director, the writer, the producer, I don't know, whoever said, look, it's the future. We don't have to give them everything. You know, we don't have to show the audience everything. They just know that you get from point A to point B in this thing with your family safely, kind of thing, you know, and you don't know if somebody's driving you, if you're on rails or whatever, self-driving cars, nothing like that. So I thought that was pretty neat. I like that. Now, the whole, you know, the whole going into the memory and understanding Yang a little bit more, understanding, you know, his backstory is the journey that you go through, and trying to figure out what to do, you know, with Yang. Can they repair him? Whatever, so on and so forth. So, you know, I was very interested, but it also was like very dry, I guess. I don't know if that's the right term. I was like very interested, but also a little bored. I don't know if bored's the right term, but you know, you'll know what I mean when you watch it. It's not like action-packed, but there is interesting stuff going on. They also mention clones. You know, that comes up in the movie, that there's clones. And they play some sort of role. And this is where my mixed emotions come in. So I'm coming into this knowing what's going on. Colin Farrell, Yang, the family, and stuff like that. And, you know, somebody goes down like that, it's like, I want to get them fixed. And then the whole back and forth about the technology and, you know, all that stuff. You know, certified, refurbished, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I get it now, and there's the emotional connection to, can we restore them? Should we get another one? Probably not. Blah, blah, you know, all that, and I get that. But then, you know, we're getting into a little bit more of Yang's backstory and revealing a lot, and this clone piece of it, which I got to a point, and then they lost me at the end. I mean, literally. On the screen, lost me. I didn't know what happened. I got it up to a certain point, and that's where I'll go into it a little bit more detail, because then I won't spoil it for you. But so I have mixed emotions. Liked it, was bored, found it interesting, but didn't get it all. I'm a bag of mixed nuts right here. So that's what I got. Probably 5 or 6, you know, 5 or 6 for me. I don't know. There you go. Alright, that's it. That's all I'm going to leave you with. I am going to do my 4th piece here, which is a little bit spoiler, so a little bit more open discussion. I won't tell you the ending. I won't spoil the ending. I'll try not to. But anyway, spoiler alert. If you don't want to watch this after this, don't, you know, go do your thing. Spoiler alert. Alright, so we find out Yang, in his past, even though he's a bot, like, had feelings for other people. And we know that one of the people he had feelings for may have become a bot, or I'm sorry, a clone later on, you know, in the future, you know, but prior to Colin Farrell. And I get that, and he finds her, and cool, everything's great there. It's all piecing together for me. And then she disappears from her and Colin Farrell walking. I don't get that. I don't understand what happens there. Why did that just happen? What am I missing? I'm not putting it together. Then, too, the little girl singing. Is that what, the clone? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, I don't know. Because the little girl is Asian maybe even Chinese, and Colin Farrell and his wife are neither. I might have just figured it out with you, I think. Maybe. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't make sense why the other clone was there if the little girl is a clone. Wow. It's, I mean, if that was the case, but no, how, I don't get it. You clone after clone. I don't know. There's something there. Maybe I have to think about it a little bit more, but that made it more interesting for me to go ahead and suggest it. You got to go watch it now. If you stuck with me this far, you got to go watch it if you haven't watched it. Love to hear your thoughts, but there you go. That's my spoiler piece of the whole thing. Got to talk a little bit openly, and I'm glad we had this discussion because I think I might have found something. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. All right. That's it. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.